welcome everybody, and I'm going to show you a look that I did a really long back for Alia Bhatt. I hope everybody knows what the look is like. It's a very soft look. I actually chose this look because it's one of the most easiest, but still people can't nail it. And because the idea of a good makeup look is skin finish, so I thought I'm going to concentrate on teaching you skin finish more than anything else, because if you see, everything we're doing in the picture is very, very clean. And as we all know, Alia likes no makeup, and she is literally one artist who hates like caking up, and she likes to see all her pores. So just because of that reason, I have kept my skin squeaky clean. I am not wearing one drop of makeup this morning. I've just worn a lip balm so that you guys actually get to know how much to put in. If you see, you can see all my eruptions, you can see everything literally. So I thought let's just keep it very clean and organic. So I'm going to quickly start in, guys. There are 3 basic steps of this makeup, I've realized. First, the most important thing is skin prep, because I just feel the key ingredient of this artist anyways. If you see her anywhere on screen, events and everything, all you see is her skin. So the reason behind it is you get to see only skin. So we stick to skin prep more than anything else first, okay? After the skin prep, we concentrate a little bit on the eyes, because if you see, the idea behind doing Alia's face is always accentuating the brows. That is one thing that she concentrates on. So we are going to concentrate a little bit on our brow, okay? And then we will see how much to play with blush and contours, which are kept very natural and soft, okay? So these are the key things that we are going to concentrate on, yeah? So let's start. I'm going to quickly start with prepping my face. I like to go in with like a setting spray. This is like a prep and prime. Like, this is the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1, if everybody can see. You can use it in the beginning of your makeup, and then I like to do it both, before and after. These are like quick fixes. They are used for before and after, so it just kind of hydrates my skin even more. So I'm going to quickly hydrate my skin by using this spray. Be careful, I don't want to put it on my eyes, so you have to be a little careful with this. The minute you do this, you can see, there's a natural sheen, and your skin starts getting hydrated. With every step that we do, you'll see the skin will start breathing more, and it'll just start being more luminous, okay? So there are a few extra steps with skincare that we do here. Then I straight dive in with an under eye cream, okay? So because this is my personal, I'm going to use my finger. Otherwise I would just use a spatula. If there are any professionals here, use a spatula and like kind of use a different brush to do it. Never dig in with your fingers directly. So this one was my personal, so I can easily go in with my finger. Very, very, very important step. Don't miss it, because eventually the idea is to use very less product, and that can only happen when your skin is hydrated and clean, okay? Kind of use my under eye product, and then I'm going to go in with a moisturizer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, okay? So I have these brushes, they are more like spatula. So I'm going to dig in a little bit, take it out here, and then nicely massage it on my face. Can you see the difference, guys? Already, and the skin already looks nourished and nice. Massage it in. Take like extra 5 minutes doing skin for this look, especially, because there's nothing much you're doing with your eyes anyways. There's nothing much you're doing with your lips. So it's better we concentrate on that one key thing that you're going to focus. And makeup is all about that. You have to balance it out, and you have to see what is that one thing in the look that is working out and is the most accentuated when you see any picture, and that's where you concentrate your maximum time in achieving that look, okay? So let's just go to step number 3 now, back and forth. So now I have different kind of illuminators, okay? Because her skin was so dewy at that time, and I clearly remembering mixing like a few key illuminators, and at every point it was all about highlighting her skin and making her skin look really dewy and shiny. So what I have is your MAC Stroke Cream, okay, and let's see, this is the peach light. I remember using the peach or the pink at that time. And then there is this illuminator from Bobbi Brown, which is called the Bare Glow. This is also very beautiful. I love this one. It's just I feel this is more for the winter than the summer. But if I have a normal to dry skin normally, so I can afford using it. If you think you're an oily skin tone, then you can get the illuminator from Estee Lauder, and Stroke works beautifully. So you just have to be a little careful. Is it oil based or not oil based? The Bobbi Brown, I know it is a little oil based, which works beautifully for my skin. If you think you're oily skin, and if you think you don't like to make it extra greasy for you, because after some time the skin is going to ooze oil, then you can be a little careful. You can go in with Strobe, and you can go in with the Estee Lauder Illuminating Primer. I'm going to start with Bare Glow here. But at some point I'm going to also mix my Strobe to my foundation, because I remember for this look we had to use a lot of illuminating things, because she said I want my skin really shiny and luminous. So I'm going to start placing this product on the high points of my face. Guys, just be very, very careful. There's one thing that you have to be very careful of. You can't go with illuminators in your lines, okay? In your laugh lines, under your eye, because it creates a lot of shadow. I hope I'm making sense here. If you put it here, it's going to catch light. An illuminating product does the job of catching light. It highlights certain areas of your face. But if you put it in wrong areas, you might end up looking a little more aged and a little more older. Yeah. So please be careful when it comes to illuminating stuff. Even the highlighters, you guys can't go in your nasal label folds. These are our nasal label folds. You can't go here, you can't go in the hollow of your eyes. You can definitely go here. Everything that has to be pushed out can take your highlighting products. Yeah. Now I am going to there's this another illuminating balm from NARS. Okay, I'm going to mix a drop of this. It's a little tinted one. It's a warmer tinted illuminating balm. It's called the Medium Simos. It's from Tinted Glow Booster. It's from NARS, okay? And I'm going to mix 1 drop of Stroke Cream here. Literally a drop of Stroke Cream. If you can see here, 1 drop of Stroke Cream. And then I'm going in with my foundation. This is a serum based foundation. It also has a natural glow in it. It is the Bobbi Brown serum based foundation. You can use this, but I'm going to use, because it's summer and I want my makeup to last a little more longer, I'm going to use the Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation from Bobbi Brown. This is a 16-hour wear, but you have to be very careful with it. It can layer up. It is a buildable formula, so I'm going to keep it very sheer and very light. Literally 2 pumps of it. Actually, because there's a mini bottle, it comes out literally very, very less. So I'm going to use in very little foundation. And now I'm going to take a fluffy brush. I like to blend in my foundation with this, but I'm going to place the product, give it a good mix so everything is properly mixed. But again, I'm going to avoid going in my nasal label folds. I'm going to go in with my concealer here more than my foundation. I like to just dab a lot of product around my cheeks and then blend it up. Always blend it upwards and outwards. Never drag your brushes like that. You'll end up making strokes and you'll look dragged down. Always upwards and outwards. So I'm using a NARS liquid concealer. I'm going to use it here and here and here. Here, like I said, I like to do more spot correction than my actual foundation being coated. Okay, and here. If you do spot correction, that means you're using very less product on your face, and it will help you not coat around your face a lot. There's also a tip for puffy under eye. If you have puffy under eye, use less product and let it settle, and if you need more, then you go in with more, because if you have really bulging under eye, less is more, and it's the key technique to do under eye for puffy under eyes. Okay, otherwise if you add a lot of product in this area and it starts bulging even more, and it looks really bad, and it just looks you've put in a lot of makeup. So avoid doing a lot of concealer or using a lot of product under the eye to hide puffiness. You lesser the thinner the layer, the better it works. Guys, give it time, blend it out, blend all the product that is there. I'm just dabbing it in, I'm not gliding it, I am not removing the product. You have to be slow, give it time, because these are the things that are going to set in later. I just use the same sponge on the top of my eyelid because it just looks a little more blended and nice. Okay, can everybody see? Now I'm going to go in with my bronzer. I'm going to set everything later because I don't like to use too much powder for this look. But still we have to set it a little bit. I am going in with a fluffy brush. This is my contour brush, okay, and this is my bronzer. I'm not using like harsh contours because it's a very soft look if you see the picture, and I'm using the Chanel bronzer. It's a beautiful product. It's a soft cream bronzer, and I'm going to lift. If you ever see Alia's face, this portion of her face is lifted. So this is a technique that I've come up with to achieve that look. And you guys, you make your brush really flat, suck it in here and try to place the product, okay, and then glide it upwards. What are we doing? We are kind of sculpting that cheek out, okay. Can you see the difference in this one and this one? Then the same product goes under the jawline, very soft. I think you guys need to clear them. Now I'm going with a concealer, which is a little lighter color, and kind of make a line this side and this side so that we clean it up. I'm going to go in with a thinner brush. I like to use a brush like this with the same product, okay, and I'm going to shape my nose here. I hate my nose to be contoured, so I kind of go in with a very light product and nothing harsh, just to create that shadow. Since I think I'm done with my contours and my concealing my face, I'm going to go in with a very light powder. I'm not going to use a lot of powder for this look. I'm using the Chanel loose powder here. I'm going in with a fluffy brush, like a soft fluffy brush, and then setting in, especially in the lines. And it's okay, you don't need to dab a lot of product for this look, because at some point I want the natural oils of the face and the illuminating products that we have used specifically to make your skin glow to come out and not like suppressed with powder, okay. Just a little powder all over the face so that everything sets in. And if you see, I'm using a very thin brush. I'm not using a very thick brush because I just want very less powder but just nicely blended in. Now I'm going to quickly go to my eyes. I'm using an eyeshadow primer, okay, on my lids. This one is the Smashbox 24-hour eyeshadow primer. It's a little matte cream. I like just apply a little bit, guys. You know, sometimes I just feel eyeshadow primers work very beautifully because I just don't want my eyeshadows to crease and all that, so it's just safer to use it. But I definitely, after applying my product, I like to just use a sponge on top of it so that if it's anything excess, we don't get that, okay. And if you see, the look that we are doing is very clean eyes, very simple. I did one eyeshadow all over the lid. If you see here, this is the Too Faced eyeshadow palette. I clearly remember I mixed this one this color. I don't know, I'm not very sure because it was done a while back, but I pulled out the similar colors. I clearly remember doing like a peachy shade on her lid. So this is something similar here. So I'm gonna go in with this eyeshadow right here and do it all over my lid. And also I have to tell you, the idea of doing this was because Alia has a hooded eyelid. Alia has a hooded eyelid, so then to make it look bigger and her eyes to open up, I opted for one color and not adding too much, and maybe just accentuating the inner corner, which I'm going to come in later. Eyeshadow that we did. I'm taking a much smaller brush like this, okay, and going in with the same eyeshadow under the eye. Now what we are going to do is I'm going to take in a brown pencil. I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury brown pencil. I just need to sharpen this. I always like to sharpen my pencil right before using it because I just feel it just gives me that tip to work with. And now, if you see, I'm getting very close to I lift my eyelid and I just try to tight socket it, okay? It's called rimming the tight line of your eye. If you see the difference, you can already tell. And now I'm going to take a very, very thin blending brush, like so, and kind of blend this out. And that's it. See the difference, guys, in the eye. Likewise, lift your eye. Tight line it. This is my more difficult eye for myself. I can't manage. Now I'm going to take a Q-tip, take some makeup remover. See, my corner of the eye is shut now, okay? And that normally happens all the time. So what you have to do is you have to take a Q-tip with little makeup remover and then kind of open your eye from the corner so that it just, see, can you see the kind of product that comes out? It just will lift your eye up. I don't know if you can see the difference. It opens the eye, it shuts my eye here. And then again, we kind of do the same thing on the other eye. Just lift your and clean your eye so that it just opens up the eye completely. Curl the lashes. This is my absolute favorite step in makeup. I can never leave my house without curling my lashes. I just feel makes my day much more brighter and it just opens up my lashes and my eyes. See the difference, guys? My lashes here are like that and it will create a shadow under the eye, and this just opens up the eye completely. So right after that, we come to this eye. Now I'm going to go in with mascara. I'm using the Climax Extreme from NARS. It's a beautiful mascara. It just makes my lashes much more fuller. I kind of deposit all the product here and then start stroking it upwards. And that's my technique of doing mascara, which I love because I just feel it just elevates and it just lifts my lashes like that. And if I'm doing it for somebody also, it's an instant lift and it just opens up the eye so beautifully. And then you can keep brushing them upwards once you deposit the product in the inner corner, like in the base of the lashes. I'm going in with a little lighter color and a clean brush. I like to just deposit it here and kind of use my finger to blend it out. Likewise here, and after this I'm going to start doing my brows so that it looks a little more cleaner and elevated. You see, and it's done here. Always nicer like that. Now I'm going to go in with my brow pencil. This is a shade rich brown. So I like to do my brows very differently. I kind of brush everything down. I like to brush everything down and then I kind of match my arch here. Okay, I kind of match it here. If I start teaching brows, it's going to be another hour. So I'm going to just quickly show you how I like to do it. I kind of make that shape first and then brush it on top and then connect the bottom to the top. Okay, and I will first go in, match this side and then come to the front of the brow. Okay, if you see, look at the difference in my brow. Yeah, and for the front also I kind of fill in this space. Like I said, the look only has brows and very less eyes and skin, so we will concentrate on these things. Guys, it doesn't mean if you have bushy brows you'll end up doing much more bushier brows. It just means accentuate that part of your face. Okay, if you think you don't need to do your brows, go easy on it. You know, if you don't like harsh brows, go easy on it. Makeup is all about fixing your face and making it look much more enhanced version of what you like, instead of just copy pasting on what you're taught or what you saw. Okay, now I'm going with my clear mascara. I'll quickly set it up, all upwards and outwards, not much. Now I'm going to go in with my liquid blush, which literally I have to use like a drop, because this is NARS Orgasm. It's my liquid blush that I love. You can just use one drop of it, and we are going to layer our blush up. Once we have used this, I take the whole thing and kind of place it on my cheeks, like upwards and outwards always. I'm not going to go here, it's going to create depression. I'm going to just create it outwards and nicely. And now I'm going to take in a clean brush here and blend it out. You can use a sponge to do it. Even sponge sets blush beautifully sometimes, but I have a habit for my face. I can easily manage with a brush. I love this brush, it's beautiful. I'll actually keep dabbing and then blending it out. You have to be a little careful with cream blushes, and that's the only key, how to not get them patchy. Just keep blending them and go a little easy, step by step. You don't have to put in a lot and start blending. It will definitely get patchier. I have this burnt orange lip liner from Bobbi Brown, and then I have something from MAC. It's called the Saw. It's a little pinky lip liner, and I've pulled out few peachy matte lipsticks. I love using matte lipsticks, so few are from Namrata, and I love this brand called Kiro. They work beautifully, and I'm going to do that. So before that, let's just start lining the lips. I don't like to line a lot for myself, because since I have fuller lips, I'm going to slightly start lining the lip. Then I'm using this color from Kiro Beauty. It's called the Peachy Nude. I love my matte lip colors, and I'm gonna go deposit it. Yeah, and that's it. If you see, my eyeshadow, my blush, my lip color are all in same zone. I'm gonna go in with a clean brush, the brush that we used earlier. I like to clean this area up completely. And now I'm going to go in with my blush. If you see, this is a blush from Bobbi Brown. This is Santa Barbara. I'm going to use my blush brush here, right on the apple of her cheeks, because we all know Alia loves blush, and that's what she told me. And that's when I plan to do lots of blush, not too much otherwise. Never forget the highlighter. I'm going to use this Forever 52 highlighter, which is a little more goldeny, but not much, since we've already done a lot of it on the skin. We can't afford to go more. Very, very slightly on the high points. And I always like to blend it out on the cheek. It makes my cheek looks fuller, sorry. And it's slightly here and here. See, can you see how it catches light here, right here and here? And if you pull out my pictures, you will exactly see, every time when you see those pictures, you can see a stroke of sheen here, because I just slapped on those that highlighter on her. I clearly remember, because she said I love highlighter. So, and now I'm going to go in with the same spray that we used earlier. Ta-da, it's done. Guys, how you like it? You can definitely add a little bronzer to it. You can warm it up if you like it. But I think I clearly remember doing this much the other day. So I thought I'm going to go exact, and I'm going to give out exact information. If I have to personally wear it, I would like to bronze it up a little bit. Generally, I will use a bronzer like this, and I'm going to go like full on. But it works for me. It's quite beautiful. It's quite natural. It's nothing too much.